What are primary sources? Many types of research papers require primary sources, most often for history term papers due in history courses or an American Studies class, just to name a few. A primary source is material produced at the time in which one is studying. For example, if a student is studying about Abraham Lincoln, a primary source would be the Gettysburg Address or a newspaper article written at the time. Primary sources are resources such as original documents, creative works, artifacts, etc., that are created at the time in history that one is studying. Original documents can be a wide variety of sources: autobiographies, diaries, emails, or letters written by someone living at the time of study are fascinating resources. Interviews, meeting minutes, news footage speeches, photographies, and official records can also be used to back up research. Sometimes students don't realize that creative works can be used as primary sources too. Plays, films, poetry, and even novels written during the time period studied are considered primary source material. Even though these events depicted may be fictional, the fact that the author lived during the time period gives credence to the work. Artifacts are also primary sources. Buildings, work of art such as paintings, clothing, and furniture that was created during the time studied serve to enlighten and expose many nuances of an error. While the difference is not always easy to tell, secondary sources get their authority from primary sources. The primary source should be a student's connection to the topic he is writing about because it has the clearest connection to the subject. Since secondary sources are compiled from primary sources, it's easy to see just how much more accurate and pure the original source is. For true reliability, it's important to understand the classification of both terms. Certain questions are asked in determining the validity of primary sources. Any student wishing to verify primary sources should consider studying that list.